What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tarek. I'm back. Well, actually, not back. This is the first time I'm doing this. First time doing a solo stream. Um, it is really not intended to be a solo stream. It is intended for you to jump on with me. Um, and I feel like, let me know. I feel like you guys are behind quite a bit. Trying to pay attention to the stream on my tablet as well. But the point of this is for it to be interactive. I and I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. I am going to put in the chat. I'm going to put a link. This is intended to be interactive. This show is intended to be interactive. Um, I became a City fan way back in 13, and my show bro, Crunk Chocolate, um, reached out on Twitter and was like, "Hey, just looking for people, like-minded people, City fans that want to talk City." And that became the genesis of Shades of Blue. That was what started Shades of Blue, and it just gave me an opportunity to get on and really just converse with people who I didn't know. I didn't know these guys, but we built a camaraderie. We built this family, if you will, at Shades of Blue, just talking City. And so I feel like there's probably other people out there who you're a big fan of City, or you're just a big fan of any club for that matter, and you just look for someone to be able to chop it up with, to be able to share with, to be able to converse with, to be able to say and give your thoughts on how things are going, not going, or whatever. So I wanted to put this together so that we could give space for people who have things to say, but maybe don't want to do a full commit to being, a streamer, or commit to spending hours of your day jumping on other people's streams and all that kind of stuff. You just want to be able to, drop a little nugget, drop what you got to say, and then listen to everybody else. And so here I am trying to create space for people to be able to have their say on how things are going. So this is your show. This is intended to be interactive. So if you have thoughts, if you have feedback, feel free to jump into the chat. I am going to paste in the chat. I am going to paste the link. If you want to come on stream, then you can click that link. It should again, we're figuring all this out for the first time, but it should give you an opportunity to jump on and have your say. We can't have you on all day. Well, right now I don't know how many people are watching, so maybe we can, but we got to give space. We want to give space for people, multiple people, to be able to jump on and have their say. And so that's what this is intended for. So hopefully you guys can see that in the chat. Yep, I see it. Big ups to Jay. I see your comment in the chat from before I went live, but I don't see it actually showing up in the little window over here that I got I'm looking at. So but I see your chat. Big up, Jay. Appreciate you. Jay is one of those guys that I get to chop it up with on a weekly basis, pretty much. For those of you that have seen me streaming, you've probably seen me either on Shades of Blue, or with LB, or with Martin from Mancunian Way. I've had opportunities to go on all those different places and just chop it up, talk City, and have a really good time. And so Jay is one of those dudes that I met on LB stream. And so Jay is a streamer as well. He's got his own channel. You should be able to see that in the link or in the chat. But definitely encourage you to go check him out. Hit that subscribe button on his channel. Follow him. He's a big City fan from Manchester, so definitely want to support him. So again, if and when people want to jump on, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, I'll just chat and talk through some different things that happen throughout the day. And as people come and go, we'll go through it. Again, for those of you that, you typically have seen me on other people's shows, this is my first time trying to do this on my own. And so there's still some things that I'm learning about the system that I'm using. I'm not using StreamYard, which if you're a streamer or if you've been on different streams, everybody uses StreamYard. I'm not using StreamYard. I'm using something else, trying to, one, save me money, but then to just check out different systems. I'm my background is in technology. I work in computers. So technology stuff in general is kind of right up my alley. It's what I love. So I'm trying to avoid mixing my tech background and love and my passion for that with my passion for football and try to keep this just football only. But one of the things that I can do is just try out different systems. And so I'm trying out this system, Restream, and we'll see how that goes. But that being said, so today was UEFA Champions League, first set of matches, Tuesday, first set of matches. And it was, well, first of all, City played. So that was the highlight, right? We got the 2-0 victory over Villarreal. Wow, that's what's up. Big up to Lewis. Lewis Bloxham for subscribing. That's big, man. Appreciate that. I am so one of the other things I'm testing out while I'm doing this is that Stream Elements. It is a kind of a bot that helps to monitor the chat and all that kind of stuff. Again, doing this by myself for the first time, I'm trying to learn it, right? So I've got I got this that I didn't know it was going to tell me that someone had subscribed, but yo, man, that's big up. So I appreciate you again. Lewis, I believe, is on. I see him all the time on LB streams. So appreciate the love, appreciate the support, brother. But yeah, so what I was saying, Villarreal, we went there. I believe there were probably strong reactions to the lineup. I know for me, when I saw the lineup come out, I was uh I was I was dumbfounded, to be quite honest. Hey, yo, Lewis, by the way, man, I put that link in the chat. So if you want to jump on, if you want to come on stream, go ahead, hit that link button. It'll connect you in and you can come on and we can just chop it up on camera if you want. If you don't want to be on camera, you can just do audio only. That's cool too. It's up to you. It is out there. Anybody that's out there that may be listening, you have that opportunity to do that and join me on screen. And let's just chop it up of talking about all things footy, but Lewis is a City fan, so we can chop it up about City. But yeah, when that lineup came out, I got to be honest, I was quite perplexed. I was dumbfounded. I was bamboozled. I was like, what is Pep doing? Because it just didn't make sense to me. But obviously, in hindsight, having the benefit of hindsight being 2020, I can look back and say, okay, Pep obviously got it right. And, we got the rest that people needed. We were able to perform. But I got to be honest, I did not see that lineup. I didn't see it performing that well. And I was kind of concerned because in my mind, we should have spanked Villarreal, right? Going into it, I was thinking we're going to spank them. And then I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I am a little um, overly confident. We've been playing really well. I think it had been 8 or 9 unbeaten. So I was kind of riding it high. And then I was like, well, let me bring myself back down a little bit because maybe we're not quite as good as we think we are. And or Villarreal might be better than I'm giving them credit for. So when I saw the lineup, I felt like Pep was not taking them serious. That's what I really thought. Those are my honest opinions. Those are my honest thoughts, if I got to be real. I thought he was not taking them serious, and my concern was that was going to bite us in the butt. So yeah, I was a little concerned. But kudos to Pep. He pulled all the right strings, hit all the right notes. Everybody did their thing. I believe Savinho ended up man of the match. Ended up with that 8.5 according to FotMob. Let me go ahead and pull up this on the screen so we can talk about it. Let's see. Let's do this one. So you should be able to see. Yep, there we go. So when you're looking at the lineup, of course, we got Starting at the back, Donnarumma, Nunes on the right, Stones, Diaz, Gvardiol, Nico G as the 6, Savino, Lewis, Silva, Bernardo, and Daku as the midfielders in this 4-1-4-1, and of course up top, the big Norwegian himself, Holland up top. So again, when I saw that midfield, Lewis, Bernardo, Nico G, I was a little concerned. Um, I wasn't sure, Stones, Diaz, and then that meant Gavardiol was going to be out to the left. I think Vardiol is an amazing center back, so I was a little concerned about him being moved out of that position and having to go uh, back out on the left. So that was a little bit of a concern for me, but all in all, uh, again, it worked out. I don't want to see him at left back consistently, if I got to be honest with you. I don't, but it worked out well. So that was the lineup. We can see the results. We can see Donnarumma with that 7.8. Yeah, Donnarumma 7.8, Nunes on the right, 7.5, 7.6, 7.6, 7.8 across the back line. Nico G with the 6.7. That feels really harsh to me because I thought he performed really well. I definitely don't think he was the worst player in the squad by some margin. I just don't see that. I don't know what that rating is based on, but it just feels very harsh on Nico G to me. And of course, Holland up top with that 7.8. Savio with the 8.5. He got the assist for Holland on the first goal. No, actually, he made the pass to Rico Lewis, who made the pass to Holland for the goal. So again, if you're a hockey fan, that's that hockey assist or that pre-assist. Again, it's not a stat that we calculate or we keep track of in football, but it still is an impact that he's having on the match. So big ups to him. He then ended up getting the assist on the Bernardo Silva header. Great cross in from the right. Found Silva for that bullet header right basically in the middle of the box. So amazing performance by him. Amazing, maybe a little bit overstating it, but he did really, really well. Definitely deserved man of the match. And again, we know Holland is inevitable. He got his goal again. So big ups to him. So that was us again. Villarreal. Nicholas Pepe was on the right. Tajon Buchanan, who is a Canadian, left winger Canadian. So CONCACAF getting that representation. North America getting that representation. So Buchanan got his. He was out there. In their midfield was I don't even know how to say these people's names, so I'm not going to butcher them. But the key note here is Partey, Thomas Partey, the 6. We know Partey was the one that basically ended up with the injury or pushing the injury onto Rodri when he messed up his ACL. And now he's also been responsible for the injury on Nico G. So appreciate you, Joe. Big ups, man. Hey, again, I'm just telling everybody if you want to jump on, there is the link in the chat. Feel free to hit that button, hit the link, and it should take you into your browser. You don't need any special software. If you got a camera and a microphone, it'll bring you on. If you're on your iPhone, that should work just fine, I assume. I've not tried it, but feel free. Big ups to my man, House Captain. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody for jumping on. Again, this is my first time doing this. Again, I'm always on with Shades of Blue. Those are my show bros. That's where I got started doing this whole talking footy thing. And so definitely appreciate those bros. As a matter of fact, when I get off here, we're going to record our episode. We pushed our recording back to be able to get this match in. So definitely want to give them big ups. As a matter of fact, I won't say speak of the devil because that sounds really tough. But here's my guy, Crunk. What's going on with you, man?
Hello. What's up,
What's
everybody?
going
How's it
on with
going?
you? Hold on, we got one more. What's up? We got Lewis in. What's going on, man?
Safe,
Appreciate you.
brother.
Thanks for jumping
Safe, Crunk.
on.
Safe,
What's
Tarek.
up?
Safe, Crunk. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good. You?
Yeah, all good, mate. Never better.
So I talk to Crunk all the time, right? So I'm gonna talk with him in a minute when we get off of here too. So I'm gonna focus on you. So what's up with you? What's going on with you, Lewis?
Again. Sorry, I was just sorry. Just took my YouTube. What about the game or just in general?
Anything you want to talk about, man. I've been talking about the game, the match. I can take this off. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's what this is about. This is about creating a space for anybody to just jump on and be able to have their say. It is, I think I said in the tweet, unfiltered. It's entirely whatever comes to your mind, man. You don't mind Crunk hanging on with us. That's my guy, so he's gonna be out there with us.
Yeah, I always remember Crunk. He's always a top G. I loved you to bits.
That's what's up. Appreciate that.
Safe. Game first off. Going off the top from what you said earlier about the start of the game, I was like, okay. See how it goes basically, but I kind of like at first it was kind of weird, but now it makes a lot more sense because that press initially, the first 5 minutes, it was unbelievably intense, and it's just like trying to get that goal initially. And as you pointed out, I think like on LB's channel, is it okay doing other channels as well?
Yeah, no, that's what's up.
Yeah, it was quite surprising Haaland didn't take that shot initially, because the form he's in, it felt like he was going to take that shot and it'd be 1-0 within 30 seconds and be like, all right, chill. But like passes it back to Savinho mishits it, and then Doku tries to get onto it and it just didn't click. So
yeah, it felt like they were it was almost like overpassing, in my opinion. You know, being a little too unselfish. And I don't know if that was because it just happened so early in the match. It was like almost like right away. I just don't know if they were just, it's just so quick that, you know, no one wanted to take the shot. I don't know.
I guess with that though, it's when you get something like that, and obviously with City is always expecting like the other team to like have that ball, and whenever it's passing it out from the back, it's like bang, 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 and it's just like you shift, and it's like your press is like, okay, we understand you, and then try and chip it over. But that pass and Savinho's always had that, where he notices the pass if it goes like astray, and he clips it up and like gives it out really quickly. He's always had that for himself. Like he's always been good at pressing and noticing when to press like intensely, really quickly.
Yeah, I'm with you. So so you thought the lineup was kind of suspect at first, but then of course they ended up pulling it out. Nico G, according to FOTMob, when I had it up a few minutes ago, Nico G got a 6.7 rating. Do you think that's fair? You think that's harsh? Do you think that's higher than what he deserved?
Nico, it's always hard to like for him on that. He's there like to be alongside Rodri in a way.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be like, it's going to be compare and contrast, and it's harsh for him in that way. So it's all about him trying to understand himself. And he's always like, I think since the first game against Leyton Orient, he like clipped ball. Was that to Savinho?
Yeah,
like where he tips it in behind, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's Rodri! That's Rodri already." And he'll always have that in his locker. But the thing for me tonight, what Nico did best was like being able to rotate, and what he always wants to do is like have touches of the ball. But tonight even, he shifted the ball for himself and like tried to get that space, even if it didn't work out. So it was a lot like he was a lot more smoother with it, and I kind of like that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just hard for him, like while having a saddle like Rodri on your back.
Exactly.
It's like having a former Ballon d'Or winner. It's just, you don't know what will happen, like when he returns, and it's Pep's gonna always, no matter what, when Rodri's fit, because that's what I thought against Brentford. I thought Nico G would play, and then Rodri gets lost half an hour, but like Rodri comes back in the gym, has his hamstring injury. Nico G played really well, and it's just that feeling of you have someone lingering over your shoulder, and it's just like you don't want that as a player.
Yeah,
it can be. No, go on, you first.
Oh, no, I was like, we always talk about competition for spaces. That's important. You can't just be given spot; you got to earn it. But I do think that there's something to be said for being able to just play free and not be concerned about if I make a mistake. Every mistake I make is going to put me on the bench. Every mistake I make is going to have me out of the team. And that's not to say that Pep is unfair to these guys, but when you are competing for a space with the Ballon d'Or winner, you're not gonna, the reality is you're not gonna get the chances to start a lot of matches. And I think that's the same thing. I said the same thing about Doku, right? On that left, when Marmoush is injured and there's no threat of him coming in taking your spot, we saw Doku like thrive. And now that Marmoush is back in the team, he's in the squad, I should say. There's just like a little bit of I gotta be perfect. And when you're trying to be perfect, you're never going to be perfect. You're going to make more mistakes trying to be perfect than if you just played free. So, at least in my opinion. What you think, Crunk? Oh, hold on real quick. Keely's giving you big props on your jacket, man. I like it too. It's that zip up. I love that. That's dope. Go ahead, Crunk. What are you thinking, man?
I was looking into Nico G and why his rating could be so bad. He lost 4 of his 6 ground duels. He was dispossessed twice. He was 50% with his passing, long passes, and only successful one of 2 of his dribbles. I've always said this is his biggest weakness, and we saw it in the match against Leyton Orient. It was the goal that they gave up. He gets on the ball, and instead of just recycling the ball back, he thinks, I can get one more touch out of this. I can move someone off the ball, and then he loses the ball, and then chaos happens. Once he trusts his team, or he doesn't feel the need that he needs to prove himself. The fact that he doesn't need to worry that there's Rodri. Even post-match, the players' interviews, he was the person who did the interview, and half of the questions were about, what does Pep tell you to do? What's it like playing around Rodri? Does Rodri talk to you? What of Rodri? It's a lot, and he's going to have to learn to be himself, accept himself, and we'll see him get there. But when the spaces are tight and the spaces are small, that's his biggest weakness. That is where we kind of see him struggle. And that's where it is. Doku. Yeah, he didn't have the best match. He does a lot better when he has someone either doing over or underlap. He needs someone a little bit closer that he can do the 1-2s with. Bardiol was staying back. He was more helping on shutting down if we lost the ball, shutting the counter down before the counter happened. That's the benefit of Nico O'Reilly, is helping him out there. And also this Doku Savio, even though I call them the Spice Brothers, I love the idea of them playing together. They don't necessarily do the same thing, but you kind of need a different feel with both of them, because they both want to run at their players. They're both going to take chances. And when you just have players on the wings, both taking chances, both possibly losing the ball, it just leads to too much. Like, that's when we start losing the possession numbers. That's when our players have to start running a lot. Rico Lewis is on the pitch also. He's kind of a small dude. He did great. He helped with the first goal, but that we need to find how are we going to play with both of those two speedy guys on the wings and also maintain possession, make the right decisions. It's a growing pain that we have to do right now with so many young players.
That's what's up. Anything else you want to say on the match? I'll go to you, Lewis. Anything else you want to say on this match?
Nah, it's kind of good that Pep mixed it up, and it's kind of like the same with Ake on the weekend in a way, because I don't think anyone thought that he'd play, and we've come out of it. And I don't know if they said it for the commentary for you guys in America, but over here with TNT, pointed out about this was the first time since Real Madrid in March that they got beat at home. And it was quite surprising because that's quite a long time ago. So yeah, it was a really good performance. And after initially thinking, like, forgot to say this earlier, after initially thinking about the team lineup, it's good that these players like Pep has gone with, I want you to prove a point, give Tijani runners, give Phil Foden, give Marmoush, give Cherky, give those players to know I will not give up this spot, no matter the circumstances. Even if you're a better player than me, I will try and put in that performance. And Rico Lewis, Savinho, Bernardo, like, he brought it back to his old times at City. And Nico G, like, hopefully his injury is not like what happened with Aït-Nouri, Kushner. I think those are the only two with the ankle injuries. So I'm hoping it's not the same impact. It had to be him as well, by the way, didn't it?
Yes. Yeah, the one player who we don't have cover for. It's like, because again, we don't know what Rodri's health is like or his availability.
Oh, I was meaning the opposition player.
It had to be Partey. Yeah, that guy. It had to be that guy.
It had to be him, innit?
It's always him. Always that guy from Arsenal. Yep, him.
So I was just like, for fuck's sakes, really? And so
when it happens once, it's like it's a fluke or whatever. When it happens twice, you're like, wait a minute. Is there any
once is my fault, twice is yours.
Yeah, exactly. Is there any hint of intentional recklessness? And again, I don't like to be that dude, but when our players keep getting injured when we're playing you, I have to question it. What did you guys think about? So did you hear or did you see the tweets about Rodri being honored pre-match? I don't know if he will. As an American, I would say it's kind of like their club Hall of Fame, if you will, or Ring of Fire if you're, Dallas Cowboys fan or whatever. But they honored him as a former academy player coming up through the Villarreal Academy, obviously going on to win the Ballon d'Or. That's like the ultimate. So he couldn't play, but they did give him that honor, and I forget what all they did. But so kudos to Rodri.
It was like a really nice plaque.
Yeah,
it was a photo of him. It's like a Hall of Fame wall. It's all of their players, and it's the photo of him kissing the Ballon d'Or. It looked really nice. It was Pep was asked about that, and he was just like, yeah, it's really nice. Former Villarreal player, he's coming, and Pep was like, yeah, but like he went to Atleti, and then he's been here for a while. I mean, I guess you guys still love him, but I mean, I don't know much about his ties to Villarreal. I mean, you guys tell me. It was pretty funny because he was just like, I guess take credit for it if you want.
Big up Martin in the chat for the raid. Appreciate you, brother. Be on with him tomorrow. We do a stateside blues show, so a bunch of Americans, a bunch of North Americans, because there's some Canadians in there as well. We get together, we again just keep talking city. So this is what I love to do, man. Is so big ups to Crunk for getting me started. I don't know if you were on when I was giving you your props, because you kind of started this whole thing for me, with Shades of Blue, and I said
you've run off and doing your own thing. I love it.
We just a bunch of people from different parts of the country just came together and became family. So appreciate you for that. Big up Kathy for jumping on. Appreciate you jumping over on the raid. Anything else you want to say, Lewis?
What on the game? Or...
Whatever you want to talk about. Otherwise,
what's on your mind, friend?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll drop you and give space for anybody else who wants to jump on. If you want to jump on, there is a link that I've posted a couple times in the chat. I don't know how to like pin it on here, so I don't know. But I don't know if I have to go to YouTube to do it. I have no idea. But either way, there is. I'll just keep posting it. There is a link to studio.restream. I'll show it on the screen for those that don't know what it looks like. This is the link. If you click that link, much like Lewis did, much like Crunk did, you can jump into the queue. I'll bring you on. All you need is your camera. If you want to be on camera, if you like, I don't want to be on camera, but you got your mic, just jump on with us. Again, this show is intended to be interactive. It's intended to be hearing from you. Like I said, I go on. I'm on here now. When I get done, I'm going to jump on. We're going to do our recording at Shades of Blue on Wednesday. I'm going to be on with Martin. I just got off with LB. So I do a lot of talking at people about City. And so I want to create space for other people to be able to say what they want to say and get their takes off as well. So that's what's up. Anything else for you, Lewis?
I want to ask Crunk what I asked you and LB.
Sure.
Do you want big ears or the Prem this season?
¿Por qué no los dos?
So I don't think both is an option.
For the sake of everything, I guess I would want the Premier League first, just because I think a team not named Liverpool or Arsenal could win the Champions League, whereas the Premier League, it's kind of up to us three at the moment, and I don't want Liverpool to win it again, especially after their struggles. Could you imagine them being like, we lost 4 games in a row and now look at us winning the league, and then Arsenal, like the mad things they are going to say when if they lift up that Premier League trophy. I just never want. I know lots of Arsenal people, fantastic humans. But for some reason, you can have a normal conversation with them, but then you bring up Arsenal and just all logic and sense kind of melts out of their ears, and they just become gunners. And I don't want to see that part of them happy, respectfully. So yeah, I would much rather live the Premier League. Let's do the Champions League next season when the team is running a little bit better.
So what did you just say? Premier League?
Yes, Premier League.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I said I've always been, I've always been Premier League first because, again, that's like our bread and butter. But I also recognize, and I think I said this yesterday, I think it was yesterday. I don't know. But Sunday. I also recognize that winning a second Champions League gets us close, gets us close to United, who have 3.
Yeah,
one. I think it. Them. Yeah, and it ties Pep. It would tie Pep with Sir Alex as far as Champions League's won with Man City versus Man U. Of course, he's already got those with Barcelona as well. So I think from a prestige factor, it's got to be Champions League. But if you ask me what I want from me, it's Premier League. So. Big up to everybody that's watching and listening. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
you can see that.
I think I'm about to dip now.
You're out. Appreciate it. Now, where are you from? Are you actually in Manchester?
No, I live a bit south.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you make it to games at all? Matches?
I'm planning on doing a lot more this season. I need to. It's been a minute.
So I've when I was trying to put all this together, because again, I get into tech and that's my thing. That's my background. So I was looking at these little bots that could help interact and make the chat interactive or whatever. If you hit, I think if you hit exclamation chant. It will give you a random chant or whatever we would say in the song that we would sing in the stands. Would you be, if I do that, would you be willing to sing it?
No,
he's like, nah, man. He said, it's one thing.
I'll crack some glass. No, I'll crack
he
some
said,
glass.
Yeah, he's like, I need some alcohol first, and I need everybody in the stands to do it with me.
I hate my singing.
Fair enough. I'm gonna get somebody to do it. If you're a bold soul that's in the chat, if you're a bold soul and you're willing to whatever chant comes up and you're willing to sing it, let me know. All you got to do is hit exclamation point chant, and it should give you a chance to do. Hey, Lewis, man, I appreciate you jumping on. You were first one to jump on. Actually, Crunk was first technically, but he's my show bro. He's my show bro, so I'm not counting him in the statistics. So when the history of this is all written, it'll say that Lewis Bloxham was the first one to jump on, and I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you and your support both on all the different channels that I see you on. So
safe, man.
Kudos to you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's nice to put a face to the
exactly. Because all I know people is chat and their names and their handles. That's all I know most of the time. So this is what's up. Appreciate you, man. Thank you,
man. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm biting. I'm holding all my thoughts in because, like you said, this moment we get off of here, we're just gonna do it all over again for the SOB episode.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to go too in depth, just because again we are gonna, like you said, we are gonna do this again. I appreciate there's 21 of you that are watching, viewing. Quite honestly, I don't know what the likes count is. I would appreciate if you
at 10, so 10? We can get that up.
Yeah, so do me a favor, hit that like button. Also, do me a favor and subscribe. I really appreciate if you would do that. And then when you do that, on my channel somewhere, there should be on my homepage of the channel, right? It says that where you can find me, and you will find a link to the Shades of Blue page. Go there and like that too. So as soon as we get done, as soon as we quit streaming the show, then I want you to jump over there and hit that like button and the subscribe button on Shades of Blue. It does my heart good to know that I can count on you guys to do that, right? You're going to do that for me. I appreciate it.
Also, quick plug for the pod. Just dropped our episode with Jack Gaughan. If you guys aren't aware of him, he covers Manchester City. He writes for the Daily Mail, tons of articles. Most dope dude. I have him on every couple months or so and we chat up. So that episode just dropped. So yeah, check that out. It's always a good time. And then we had, if you pay attention to City Women, we had Stephanie Houghton on a couple months ago. We are dropping that episode to the public. That drops tomorrow on our YouTube channel. So another reason to subscribe is so you can we talk to her about her history, her career, and the growth in the game and what she's seeing from City Women so far.
Big up, Kathy. Appreciate you.
Shout out to Kathy.
Again, just trying to, every time somebody subscribes, the bot is going to let us know. So appreciate you. Really, really do. Thank you for jumping on with us.
Cheers.
All right. Oops. There you go. All right. So, Crunk.
Yes, sir.
I think it was earlier today I read that Vincent Kompany signed a new extension with Bayern Munich until 2029. I know, hopefully other people know, how difficult it is to get that extension at Bayern because they're quick to let managers go. One of the things that we talked about with Vinny Kompany was he needed the experience. He had gone to Burnley, got them up with like 100+ points, and then immediately got them sent right back down because again he was playing kind of that City way, that attacking front foot football, and it didn't work with the players that he had brought up. They brought in a couple of new players, young guys, a lot of young players, not a lot of experience on that team, and they got relegated. He was able to parlay that. People talk about falling forward or failing forward or whatever. He was able to parlay that into the Bayern job, and nobody thought he deserved it. I think a lot of people thought, and he maybe rightfully so, that he probably wasn't the first name on their list. But like a player, it doesn't matter how you get your chance. You just got to take advantage of your chance when it comes. And so he got his opportunity, and he won the league last season. He's done well in the Champions League, and now he's got that extension. So my question for you is, does that say anything? Is there anything we can take away from this to kind of give us insight into Pep Guardiola's situation here at City? That might be me reaching, but I'm wondering.
Him signing an extension means Pep is staying longer?
That means that Pep is going to stay until 2029. Because I think, let's just be honest, if you're Vinny Company, you have to know that you're going to be in consideration at least for this job when it opens up. Now, maybe he's got something built into his contract that says, you know what, I have an easy out if City comes calling. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what his contract looks like. But do you take any hint from that, or am I just completely making stuff up? Chat, you can tell me too.
Also, I mean, if I'm here for this conspiracy theory, let's just say it. Let's all right now, chat, just agree that this is the story we're running with. That Pep will be signing an extension later. I have a clip that I'll be talking something similar to it, but
okay. Well, don't go too far.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to say it. It wouldn't surprise me if Pep stays. But also it's job security with Bayern. It's nice to know that he is wanted. He will be there. It gives him that comfort. And worst case, I'm sure there's a release clause. It's no.
House captain said, "Let me find my tinfoil hat." Hey, man, I'm putting it on first. Put it on, brother.
It's one of those things. Yeah, it's very similar to even with Bournemouth and Areola. They want to re-sign him. He's telling them to calm, like let us get to the end of the season and let me see who's interested. But I think it's one of those situations. Because they want to actually add a release clause. So if he does leave to a top tier club, a consistent top 6 club, let's just say it that way, they will be able to get something out of it. And I think the number was £15 million. I could see it very similar to Bayern. That's Bayern crossing their T's and dotting their I's. Whereas when City come calling, they would be like, pay me, because of the fact that Pep unceremoniously left Bayern and then came to City and found all the success. They could be maybe a little angry, maybe a little bitter about that, again, covering their bases. But also, if Pep wants to stay, especially with his the players, I'm pretty sure last season, that's what my whole thing was like. Pep is going to sign. He wants to sign because of the fact that we have all of these young players, such quality young players. He's going to want to see them play well, and I'm here for it.
No doubt. If you are, well, first of all, big ups, Greg 68. Appreciate you being on with us for this first one of these Tuesday night Talk Back Tuesdays is what it's calling it. Talk back Tuesdays. So in order for it to be Talk Back Tuesdays, you guys got to talk back to me. I appreciate everybody that's in the chat. Thank you so much. If you want to jump on the stream like Lewis did earlier, if you want to jump on and have your say about something City related or something that could be anything you want to talk about footy related, if you want to jump on, there is a link in the chat. I will post it again because I don't know how to pin it because, again, sorry, I'm learning this new system, but I just posted it again. If you want to jump on screen, get your camera ready, get your mic ready, or if you don't want to be on camera, just do the mic. That's cool too. But hit the link, it'll pop up, and I'll get you on screen with us, and we can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. Appreciate y'all. All right. Did you see the comments about Vitor Hayes and his loan?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to talk about that a little bit too?
I didn't have a plan on it, so we can, yeah.
All right, then let me see if I can pull this up, because I want to give him his props. Now, where did I put that?
Yeah, he's been, while you look, I'll talk about Vitor. He has been doing very well at Girona. They themselves have not been playing the best, but he has been able to show his quality. We know, and he's very similar. He is very similar to a John Stones, which is, it's kind of funny how they pointed that out. He's fantastic on the ball. Mans can distribute the ball, some serious. He still kind of needs to get his big man body, his grown man body. He's still kind of like scrawny, but he's 19, 20 years old. So with time will come, he'll hit the gym, especially once he gets back to Manchester. Hit that gym, get the physios, the sports nutritionists. They'll have him good. They'll have him good.
I see the question from House Captain. Is this going to be an every Tuesday night? That is the plan. Now, I got to be honest with you. I got a wife and kids and whatever, but I'm trying to make sure this is one of the nights that I really don't have anything typically as far as streaming or whatever. So I feel like I can do this every night, or every Tuesday, excuse me. This week, because of the Champions League and because we moved the Shades of Blue show over, there's a little bit more, it's a little bit more crowded tonight. But typically my plan is to do this every single Tuesday. So I do hope, House Captain, that you will jump on with me.
Let him go.
So thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey.
So here is the quote from ESPN Brazil via Sport Witness. Vitor Hayes is already viewed as a future pillar of Pep Guardiola's Man City defense within the Etihad Stadium. Man City review his progress every 5 matches at Girona. The plan is to bring him back for the 2026-2027 season. Again, there was a lot of speculation. Appreciate you, Captain. You said you potentially could jump on next week. Always welcome. Anytime we do this, the whole purpose and the premise of this show is to hear from you guys. So whenever you want to jump on, feel free. That goes for all 25 of you out there watching. If you want to jump on, just hit that link. We'll get you up. Appreciate it. But yeah, when he got loaned to Girona, I think there was a lot of speculation about, it's just not going to be a good loan. Girona's not a good team. They're not performing well. And then they started losing matches. And people looked at that as maybe like a failed loan. And I don't see that at all. The fact of the matter is he's playing almost every minute of every match. He got a red card earlier in the season, I think. So he missed some time there. But, he's getting the experience and doing the things that we want to see from him in this loan. So it feels like this was perfect for him, as a matter of fact. And I want to contrast that though with the loan that if I was on LB stream, I would call him Echemesi. But Echeverry's loan, right? Echeverry got loaned out to Bayer Leverkusen, and that has gone completely horrible. He got the start today in the Champions League match, which, again, I believe was the reason he went there to begin with, because he gets to play Champions League matches. He got the start today. He hasn't been playing a ton, so getting the start was great. But he gets hooked at the half, 46 minutes. He got hooked. So, I don't know if I bookmarked that tweet or not, but I did see the comment that I don't think I did, but I saw the comment that he wanted to go to Girona, but it was his agent that pushed him to Leverkusen. And that sounds great in hindsight, but I don't think I'm not a professional athlete, so who knows, whatever. But I just have a hard time believing that your agent can push you someplace that you don't want to go, you don't want to be. So it's just hard for me to think that. So
well, and he learned the hard way that agents aren't always right. His agent got him to Manchester City, but now his agent has honestly, he's now behind this season because he's doing so bad. The city hasn't been able to see him, whereas Severe Naipan is killing it at Middlesbrough.
That's where I was going to go next. He's working at Middlesbrough. So again, in the past, it was always the thought that if you go on loan, you're never coming back. We don't loan players that are going to, if you go on loan, if we send you on loan, we don't think you have what it takes, you're not going to make it. And I don't know if that was the case then, but I definitely don't believe it to be the case now. I think Severe Naipan is going to come back and thrive. I think we've already seen that Vitor Hayes is viewed as this future pillar of the defense already. I think those days have come and gone. And I'm sure it depends on the player and the individual loan that they go on. But I just feel like Echeverry had an opportunity and
wasted.
Yeah.
I was looking at to go back to Vitor. I was looking at his last game against Barca. He balled out. I mean, he had a 7 rating, but that was the third. It was basically it was the best rating of all of the defenders. He had a 95% accurate passing accurate. He had a big chance created and a chance created. So he set them up to get something going. He was never dispossessed. He won all of his ground and aerial duels. He went 6 for 6, 3 for 3 for each. So like he is standing his ground. He is doing his best. And that's really what they just want to see is even in chaos, how do you handle yourself? Because when you get to City, yeah, there's going to be trials and tribulations, but it's more so going to be within the roster. You might not be able to get start with as much as you want. So then how do you handle those situations? Whereas playing at a Girona, playing at a Middlesbrough, even Jagon just had a really nice article about Severe Naipan, and he said that he wanted to go to Middlesbrough specifically because that club is very physical. Playing in the Championship is incredibly physical. That is the closest thing that they can get to the Premier League, and that's what he wants, is as much close experience that he can get. So when he finally gets that nod, he will be nice and ready. Yes, and that was
house captain. What he likes about the Naipan deal is he will be classed as homegrown if he does 3 years in England from being 18. So again, that just all the more reason
1 season down
to
now.
really work with the club in arranging where you're going to go, as opposed to working against the club in your own interest, as opposed to what the club is after. So again, disappointing for Echeverry. Hopefully they figure it out, but we will see. All right, I've got about 4 more minutes because I'm supposed to be on a stream, or no, actually on a recording with Crunk and the rest of my show bros in about 4 minutes. So this is the last call, just like at the bar. It's the last call. We got to shut it down. This is the chance. If you want to come on stream, kind of more rapid fire, if you want to come on the stream and talk your talk, then hit that link in the chat. We'll get you on. And like I said, we'll do a little quick rapid fire round of people who want to jump on the stream. Here's one from Lewis. Got another comment. If he turns out like Wharton, then we know he's good enough for City. Well, Adam Wharton he's like the in vogue name at the moment, right? He's the name that everyone is talking about, and as a maybe even as a potential Rodri replacement. Of course, I did see earlier today. Did you see this one, Crunk, where supposedly the contract for Rodri has already been agreed? It was agreed like 3 months ago, but they both agreed to wait until his injury recovery and all that kind of was a little bit further down the road to not distract from anything. So if that is the case, then that's good news.
Yes, I will be very intrigued because before the injury, we knew that contract was coming in. They wanted to pay him extremely well. I'm interested because he's going to be 30, 31, sign him extension. Yes, he's the Ballon d'Or winner, but we basically have lost 2 seasons with him. I'm never going to hate on him because he's Rodri, the Ballon d'Or winner, but it will be very interesting on how many years it is, what the pay will be. Sharpay!
What's up, brother?
What's up? How y'all
For
doing,
those
man?
of you on the stream watching who don't know, this is my other show bro, one of my other show bros, Sharpie Charlie. If you heard me today say I've got a show bro that is a massive, what did I call him? Massive Mateus Nunes defender.
Yes. He is the
one.
Yes.
He has been shouting from the rooftops that
really
he is doing a great job, and we should respect that man. And I think he was proven right today. So I got to give my show bro his props.
Mm-hmm.
So big up to you, Sharpie Charlie. Glad to have you on with us. I know we're about to. You probably like y'all gonna be late for this thing, so we're gonna get off of here in a minute.
No.
Kathy, I really appreciate you. I know it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning over there in England. Big ups to you. I appreciate you. Thank you for jumping over and being with us tonight. We're going to do this every Tuesday. At least that's the plan, at least. So I hope you'll come back and join us again. I hope you had a good time. And I hope that you sleep like a baby so that when you wake up in the morning, you're refreshed, and it just know that it was Talk Back Tuesdays that let you sleep like a baby. So, glad to have you. Glad to have you, Kathy. Sharpie Cafunes. Yes, he is the Nunes defender for sure.
Hey, all I'm saying is I can't wait till that 2 shirt is Nunes's. That's all I'm saying. The 2 shirt is coming, right? Cancelo did the thing from 27 to 7. I think he's gonna go from 27 to 2, following in Kyle Walker's footsteps. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
That's what's up. You think he's actually gonna? So
I know he's upgraded his fandom. I was like, whoa.
Right? He's dropping nuggets on here that he's not even said on our show.
Down. Say hot takes. You said
this is it. So, do you think he's going to fully embrace the right back position? The same question I have about Nico O'Reilly. Right? Nico O'Reilly can be our number 1 left back if he wants to be, but if he's trying to just force his way into midfield, that's going to open the door for Aït-Nouri. Will Nunes be okay with being a right back?
I think he's the best right back we have, like combined, right? Offense and defense, attacking, getting back. Because Kuzanov, full on defender, gives you nothing going for it, right? But Nunes can do both. He's improved since the spring.
Hold on, Charlie. Hold on, real quick. So I see this comment, and you got to give me more to go off of, or you got to jump on the stream real quick and tell us why is it copium? What is it about the comment that makes it copium? Because all I know is Sharpie has been telling us about it all season, probably going into last season, and I didn't believe it. But it's hitting, and to be honest, Charlie is our betting expert too. So when he puts a bet down and it hits, he's good at seeing the bet. That's not that's normal for him.
I won a heater today. Hit a nice parlay with Inter, Arsenal, City, and Barca today. So just it's a great time to be a bettor. Love early Champions League, but no, I think that Nunes has the capability. Now when he changed his shirt number, I don't know, but I feel like if you want to talk about investment, talk about a club player who puts the club before his own. He's like, hey, how can I stay at Man City? Oh, I need to do this. So it's like that upgrade of Zinchenko.
Yeah.
Right. Zinchenko, from Delft to Zinchenko to now to Nunes, you get better every single iteration of this player. So is there somebody else in the world that's better at right back? I'm sure. A lot of them. Are they at City right now? No. So I feel like why not back the guy who's clearly producing for Pep? And Pep is like, oh, I see what you're doing. I'm going to keep playing you. That's it. But I know it's 8:02, so sorry I came out. I just want to drop some heat.
Oh, no, you're good, man. You're good. Like I said, I know so he did give a little bit more context. You think City won't sign a right back to replace him. And to your point, you just said it. They probably will sign somebody else.
Yeah, in the summer for sure. I don't think it's like a January need.
Yeah, but I don't think it is I don't think we need to panic at the moment.
Yeah. Oh,
I think we have enough to get us through this season. And if the right right back isn't out there. Don't just go buy a right back for the sake of buying one. Go buy the right back.
No more Calvin Phillips is
yeah. So yeah, exactly. If it's and we know we love Calvin. Calvin's a good dude, but
as a human,
but we can't make those same mistakes that we made in the past. So hey, I appreciate all of you. It is now 8:02. I'm 2 minutes late for these guys. We got to get off of here. I appreciate you for jumping on with me on this first one of these. I do hope to do this. I hope to do this every Tuesday, if at all possible. And I hope that all of you will jump back on with us again. One last time, if you haven't already hit that like button, please do that. Hit that subscribe button for me as well. And then when you get done, as soon as I end this stream, do me a favor, jump over on my page, on my YouTube page. There is other places you can find me. And in that section, you will see a link to the Shades of Blue network. Click that link, subscribe to that page as well. I need your support, not just here, but I need your support over there as well. There's some things that we're trying to do, and we need your support to be able to do it. So big ups to all of you guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we'll get at you again next week. Peace.
Oh, that's nice.